So EWEB has had a drinking water protection program in place since 2001, and our goals are to protect the Mackenzie River for Eugene's source of drinking water, and also implement projects and activities that protect water quality both for Eugene but also for the upriver community. I know a lot of folks rely on wells that are impacted by the Mackenzie River, etc. So we are also incredibly grateful for the stewardship of upriver landowners and rely on you. So thank you for your participation in this, and we hope to continue to help you with these efforts. The land ownership in the Mackenzie is varied. We have Forest Service land, BLM land, private industrial timber, and then in the lower part of the watershed, rural, residential, and agricultural land use. So EWEB owns very little land in the watershed, and we don't have any jurisdiction on land uses. So our program was set up to be a voluntary program to work with a variety of different landowners on different programs and methods to protect water quality. Our drinking water protection program includes a number of different initiatives, everything from emergency response to comprehensive water quality monitoring, both during the year and during storm event conditions. But tonight we'll be focusing on the Pure Water Partners program in the riparian and floodplain areas. So development along the river can sometimes be a concern over time when there are high water events. So for instance, in the flood on the top left, which I think was from the 96 floods, perhaps, this high water can flood septic systems and other infrastructure and cause hazardous materials, chemicals, and pesticides and things that people might have stored in their garages or in their sheds to get into the water. So we have been working for actually over 10 years now on developing the Pure Water Partners program to help identify best management practices and other things that people can put into place to mitigate these kinds of events and impacts. So we talk a lot about the riparian areas in the watershed. So what is a riparian area? Well, it's really a transition zone between a water body, such as a stream or river, and that upland, more forested, oftentimes, area. So it's kind of a transition zone. You can think of it as a greenway where you see like strips of trees along a creek or river. And riparian areas typically consist of moist soils. They're flooded sometimes throughout the year, and they contain a high diversity of plant species. So they're super important areas. And healthy riparian areas and floodplains provide critical water quality functions. They buffer the runoff of pesticides and fertilizers and all kinds of different, chemicals or other contaminants that are on a variety of different types of land uses. So it's not just forests or just agriculture, it's all of that. It's your rural residential lots. So riparian areas help with that. They help to slow the floodwaters and control some of the bank erosion that can occur. They filter sediment, provide shade to the stream, and help fish and wildlife in their life cycles. And so we developed the Pure Water Partners program, which is really a collaborative effort between a variety of local organizations, and you will hear from some of those organizations tonight. We work collaboratively to protect and restore the ecosystems in the Mackenzie to both benefit the natural ecosystems as well as human communities. And our original focus was on protecting healthy riparian forests because it is much more cost effective over the long run to help protect, healthy areas rather than restore areas that have been degraded. But we expanded our focus a long time ago to include restoration as well. So we work on drinking water protection and increasing kind of the economies of scale and the effectiveness of restoration and conservation work in the watershed and community resilience to things like wildfire and flooding. And then we work together with other organizations so that we can align our work and not be competing or duplicating our work. The Pure Water Partners program boundary largely follows along the main stem Mackenzie and some of the major tributaries up to the forested areas. And we'll talk a little bit about the boundary going forward. So there are 3 different pathways if you want to get involved in the Pure Water Partners program. One is protection, where we provide financial incentives for landowners who agree to protect riparian and healthy floodplain areas over the long term. Restoration, where we help to seek out funding, usually grant funding, to help do restoration projects in areas that might have erosion or invasive species or need replanting and things like that. And then we have our naturescaping piece, which is the focus of tonight. And this is focused either on smaller tax lots or on areas between our homes and the river, where we can implement practices that help protect water quality. So naturescaping is essentially a landscaping method that incorporates native plants to conserve water, reduce chemical use, and create beneficial habitat for fish and wildlife. And the idea here is to do something where landowners still get to enjoy the property. It's still beautiful and functional, but it also can save time, money, and energy. And you'll hear about that a little bit more from Vanessa shortly, and be protective of water quality. We have incentives to join the naturescaping portion of the program. You can receive 4 hours of technical assistance from Vanessa and consultation about your property. You also receive a $250 stipend towards working with Vanessa to develop a naturescaping design, or you can use that money to purchase native plants from a nursery that we work with. And I just wanted to mention that naturescaping and fire resilient landscaping, which we'll also hear about later, really go together. So whether you're rebuilding or just modifying or redesigning your property, you can do it incorporating both sets of principles, and it goes together really well. And then I will just leave you with the purewaterpartners.org website. You can get a lot of information. You scroll down to the naturescaping section, and there are a variety of resources, posters on native and invasive plants, and things like that that you're free to download and look at afterwards. So with that, I am going to hand it over to Lark Articus to talk about healthy soils.